Presentation.Sherwood, and today I will be informing you, my audience, about a new type of currency. And this currency is called Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is, as I said, a new type of currency, but it is not a physical type of currency. It is the digital currency. No, it's not like going online and looking at how much money you have in the bank. There is no physical form of Bitcoin. And to add on to what exactly Bitcoin is, it is a peer-to-peer electronics cash system. And this is described by the inventor Satoshi Nakamoto. He had invented Bitcoin back in 1998 when he was a student at MIT. Now, exactly as to how Bitcoin works. Bitcoin is it's created and used through the internet. It is sent through the internet, meaning there is no need for a third party, or such as a bank or the government, to regulate it or anything like that. It is from you to the person that you're buying something from. Now, these transactions that you are making, they are irreversible by design, meaning there is technically no refund. It's all circulated through everyone who has agreed to use Bitcoin. When these transactions or these funds, they're received within, give or take, 10 minutes. Once a transaction is made, the receiver gets the Bitcoin currency within about 10 minutes or so. Now, each transaction is recorded permanently through what is called a blockchain. Now, if you're wondering what you had bought back 10 years or so ago, say you want to get warranty, or you want to replace it or rebuy it, you can just look as to when you bought it. 10 years or 5 years or something, just back in the future, because it will always be there. It is on the internet, and just like everything else, everything is on the internet forever. Now, each blockchain is shared between miners that are all around the world. They are publicly viewable, meaning that everyone can see what you buy, you can see what they buy, what company buys what, so on and so forth. Now, as to why we should use Bitcoin, well, Bitcoin, a supply of them is regulated by a software and by the agreement that you make with the company Bitcoin. Now, this agreement says that Bitcoin cannot, under any circumstances, be manipulated by the government, by a bank, or even you as an individual. Meaning, you cannot create your own supply of Bitcoins. Only the company can, or the software that makes them can. It's not like the US dollar, where you can possibly go make a fake $20 bill or a $5 bill and use it at the convenience store. You cannot do that. Under any circumstances, you cannot do that. Now, on top of that, there is limited inflation, meaning the prices will go up, but not as much as the US dollar or a euro or anything like that. There's around 21 million Bitcoins out there right now, but more could be created within the next 10 years or so, depending on how much something costs in the next 10 years. And on top of that, because of the limited inflation, the supply of Bitcoins is evenly distributed to the miners that secure all the Bitcoins on the network. Now, you're probably thinking, well, where can I use Bitcoin? Well, it's easy. If you are wanting to buy a new laptop because yours is 5 years old and the technology on it isn't as great as the one that is at the store right now, well, you can simply go to Dell.com, use your Bitcoins, and buy a new laptop. It's simple as that. You don't need to it's just like putting your credit card in the slot oh hey, I want to buy this laptop. It's just like that. It's just, there's no physical form of a Bitcoin. It's all digital. Now, on top of your new laptop, you're going to need new software. You're going to need a word processor such as Microsoft. Well, guess what? You can buy your word processor through Microsoft. You can buy your Microsoft Office. Simple as that. Just like buying your laptop, you can buy your Microsoft. Say you need a new couch or a new lamp in your house. Go to Overstock.com. You can buy it. No problem there. It's just like running your credit card through the system. Just got to use Bitcoin. Now, if you want to represent Bitcoin, well, go to the Bitcoin store. You can buy their cryptocurrency-centric swag clothing line. I believe there's a couple shirts, maybe even a couple sweatshirts if I remember correctly. But yeah, you can buy almost literally everything, which brings me to the next point. If you want to buy a new house but you don't believe you have enough money in your bank, go to Bitcoin. Actually, it's called Bit Premier. You can buy a brand new house through Bit Premier. You just have to upgrade to it. It's easy as that. It's the new type of currency. It's the future of money. And on top of your house, if you want a new car, go buy a new car. It's literally the future of money. Money doesn't have to be complicated anymore. We won't need to go to the bank and have to deal with the loan officers or the tellers telling us that we cannot use that money that we have in the bank because we're withdrawing too much. We can use as much as we have agreed upon on our agreement in Bitcoin. So, that is my presentation on a new technical research. Thank you.